Hello, beautiful people. It has been a minute, but I am back. I am happy to be back. Let's get into it. So recently I posted a video called Black Girl Magic and Why They Didn't Save Me. And a lot of people got it. A lot of people resonated with it. They got the message. But I also got a lot of people who were trolls or who were mean-spirited and wicked and chaotic and confusing and just like agents of chaos, right? Always. So it's frustrating because like you can have the most kind-hearted message, the most love or whatever to give to Black women, and here people will come running to tell Black women that they ain't nothing, they'll never be nothing, they're not good enough, they're ugly, that they're masculine, all these things like that are uncalled for, that are disgusting, and obviously like you're obsessed with Black women. That's a whole other conversation for another day. But it's exhausting. It's tiring. It wears on you. As someone who I know in my heart, I seek to do good, it's very irritating and frustrating when people come to do evil, to do harm. Because you're like, what in the world was even triggering about me saying that Black women should love themselves? Why is it triggering to you that I say that Black women should seek peace and rest? I know what it's really about, and that's another conversation that has nothing to do with this. But I am angry. I am frustrated, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I know that we try really hard to not be the angry Black woman, but I have emotions and feelings. I'm human. And there's only so many insults I'm finna take before I'm not gonna be upset. You feel me? Like, I'm a human being. And so they insult you, and if you dare stand up for yourself, if you dare say that's enough or put up a boundary, then all of a sudden you're a villain, you're a bad guy, you're an angry or bitter Black woman, right? Not a harmed Black woman, not an insulted Black woman, not a disrespected Black woman. You're just bitter and angry. They boil us down to these very flat existences, and I'm tired of it. And from that anger that I feel, there's a lot of ways that I could go. I could start a whole channel about like tearing down like people who tear down Black women. I could do a whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I could put my energy there, and there would be nothing wrong with it, right? But I don't feel called to do that because I don't want to give my energy, my precious energy and my time and my breath and my brain space to catering to triggering people who harm me. I'm not here to labor for them. In that way, it feels like I'm still laboring for them. Like, please see us as worthy. This is like that. It feels like that to me. And again, if other people are doing it, I'm not knocking you. I'm just saying that that's just not my calling. That's just not what I feel led to do. What I do feel led to do is empower and love on Black women. And that's what I plan to keep doing, right? No matter what anybody is saying or no matter how much bullying I take, I plan to stick it out because I care about Black women, period. And so one of the questions, one of the things that came up is like, okay, Alecia, how can you impact change? How can you do something different with this anger that you feel? How can you put this anger into a productive energy instead of like a destructive one, right? And so I'm starting a project. So it's a project I actually started before. It was called The Free Black Woman. And if you look on Instagram, The Free Black Woman, that's me. It's a project I started. It was a photo project of me taking pictures of Black women. And I would ask them questions so they could tell their own stories. They can define themselves for themselves. And instead of like these titles that the world gives us, the angry Black woman, the bitter Black woman, right? You fill in the blank with the word that works for you. And so I would love to hear, what are you? The blank Black woman. But I'm changing it now, right? From the free Black woman to love, Black women. Because I feel like Black women are a love letter to the world. Black women are a safe place. They are a safe haven. I go to Black women to heal, to feel, to make sense of my life. I go to Black women for wisdom, for support, for encouragement, but also like to give to Black women. That's what I aim to do. All the love and the care that's been given to me, I want to give back out into the world because we don't have enough of that. Black women don't have enough of that. And when we do carve out those spaces, they're often infiltrated by ill-meaning people, or they are torn apart because you dare do some positive for Black women. You dare do something positive for Black women. Like, people are triggered by that. It's a wild concept. But I realize that I'm only one person and I'm only here for my mission. And just like there are people on the battlefield, there are people, making the sandwiches, there are people in whatever war you're fighting, there are people that are supposed to be in certain places. And I think what's clear to me is that I'm here to serve Black women. I just want to love on Black women, remind them of who they are, remind them of their own beauty. So I'm restarting the project, Love Black Women. It's going to be a photo project. It's going to be a storytelling project. It's going to be a collaborative project. And I want to collaborate with you. I want to ask you, what do you love about Black women? What do you love about Black women? There is enough content online asking why people hate Black women. It's enough. We're tired. It's tired. It's exhausting. It's played. It's lazy. It's a lie. A lot of the reasons why people hate Black women, a lot of those reasons are lies. They're projections. They're feelings of inferiority and insecurity and all these other things, right? Like, Black women are not your punching bag. Black women are not here to lay down and take it, right? And I feel like the most radical thing that Black women can do is love themselves and hold space for themselves and each other, to be in community with each other. So the first question I want to ask for this project is, what do you love about Black women? Please keep it kind and cordial. If not, you will be blocked. Like, it's crazy that I even have to say that. This is an invitation for love. And excuse the energy, y'all, but I am passionate right now. But like, this is an invitation for love, for kindness, for softness. What do you love about Black women? Please share it below. I'll be sharing your answers as you all post it. I'm also working on a project where I'm putting video together. So if you want to be included in the video that I want to make, so I'm not just like reading, people's responses, which is also fine. I also want to have a video component to this, right? Where I want to string together answers from people. So if you want to record yourself on your phone like this way, honestly, it doesn't even matter which way you record it. Who cares? I'll put it together. I'll figure it out. But it would make it easier for me if you recorded it the long way, right? Where your phone is horizontal instead of vertical. But if you record yourself answering that question, why do you love Black women? I will string together a video and share it with the world because it deserves to be shared. That's what I want to do. It might seem small. It might seem like it's not that big of a deal. But like, this is the impact that I can make. This is the change that I can make. And sometimes it feels like we be so helpless, right? Or hopeless. Like, I can't do this. I can't change the world. You don't have to. You can do one small thing, even if it's just loving yourself, or stop watching that horrible content, or affirming your sisters, right? Like, that's a way that you can impact the world. That is making worldly change and impact. And so I'm going to start here. I'm a creative. I like creating. So I'm going to use the tools that God gave me to love on and empower and encourage Black women. That is my mission. And shout out to all the men too. Like, if you're a man watching this, please share why you love Black women. I get some men that support and that encourage Black women as well. And I appreciate y'all, because when I tell you it's a cesspool out there, more often than not, men commenting on my videos are saying something disgusting or like just evil, just straight up evil. I never knew that it was so triggering to men, to Black men specifically, for Black women to love each other and love themselves. Never knew that until I got on YouTube and started encouraging Black women. Like, imagine that, right? It's just a weird world that we live in. But I just want to let you know that no matter how big or how small you feel like your impact is on the world, you doing your thing, your little thing, your big thing, makes huge changes, makes positive change. There's so much negativity out there online, and what is negative gets views, right? What's negative gets views. People feed into it. It's sensationalized. Like, there's so much money in degrading and demeaning Black women that everybody's doing it. It's a grift. It's a grift. Half these people don't believe half the stuff they're saying. They don't even know why they're saying half the stuff they say. It's not founded in any truth. It's not rooted in real wisdom. It's all feeling. It's all lies. It's all juvenile. It's all juvenile. So anyway, so I'm just like, you know what? Instead of like fighting with them, I'm going to turn even more into Black women community and try to empower them. You feel me? So yes. So please answer. Again, my bad. If you want to record yourself on video, please send it to hello@aleciarenece.com. hello@aleciarenece.com. And then you can send me a voice note as well to hello@aleciarenece.com. You can respond here in the comments, and I'll also share the link. It's aleciarenece.me/love Black women. You love Black women, excuse me. aleciarenece.me/you love Black women. And I'll leave the links to everything below. But yes, let's do this thing. Why do you love Black women? Please share it with me so I can share it with the world, because we need more. We need more of you. Like, you might not think that you're able to make a difference in the world, but I've already started to get some responses from my email, and I'll share the link to sign up for my email list below also. But I've already started to get some responses, and those responses are so beautiful. Even reading them, they make you want to weep. So please never underestimate the change that you make in the world just by existing, taking space, and sharing. You do change the world, okay? So why do you love Black women? Please answer. I'll be collecting answers for at least a month just to get it started, and then also starting new parts of the project, which are the photo projects, and I'll share where I'm going to be doing that, how I'm going to be doing that. But yes, I love you, Black woman. I love you. I don't even have to know you to love you. I love you, and I see you, and I will talk to you soon.